President, in speaking of Adam Schiff, he says all of this adds up to treason. Do you agree with the president? Is what Adam Schiff is up to, is that treason?
Listen, the president said today in a tweet that Adam Schiff is a lowlife. Adam Schiff is a lowlife. He's been called a liar and a leaker a million times. He's a liar and a leaker. You know, treason, I'm a lawyer, so when you look at the elements of treason, those are issues I'd want to look at closer. But Adam Schiff is guilty of high crimes and misdemeanors, which is what it takes to be impeached, and the president is not. And somebody in the Congress needs to start looking at Adam Schiff about impeachment, because what he's doing with his lying, his manipulation, likely involvement in orchestrating this latest whistleblower thing, what all of us have lived through for the last few years with that Russia insanity. He has to be looked at for I'm talking about Schiff, has to be looked at for committing high crimes and misdemeanors against our country.
Well, legal standpoint, how do you feel the president's constitutional rights are being trampled on, as Giuliani has said?
Well, they are being trampled on because Donald Trump did nothing wrong with this call to the Ukraine president. Everything he did was right, and instead what we have is the Adam Schiffs of the world creating pretexts based on delusions, lies, manipulation of stories, and so the president's constitutional rights, and he had a constitutional right to make that call among many other things, are being trampled on. My opponent, this guy Schiff, is involved in some of the greatest cover-ups of our country's history. You know, he does all this stuff along with Pelosi, and they're all fueled by the mainstream media, because without the mainstream media, the world will be laughing. Every side of the world will be laughing at Adam Schiff now. I know a lot are already laughing at him, but all of this is to cover up the Biden corruption. Before it was to cover up Hillary Clinton's corruption. She was searching through Ukraine for information to use against Donald Trump. And all of it at the end of the day is to cover up the Obama administration's knowing use of the most secretive and intense and intrusive intelligence information and tactics this country has to investigate the Trump campaign, which makes Watergate look like peanuts. And this guy Schiff is all about covering all of that up, along with his handlers in his party and his sycophants in the mainstream media.
Well, let's get to your campaign, because everything you just said, watching all of that from afar, how does all of this that you're seeing affect your campaign? Does it amp anything up with regards to what you're capable of doing?
That's a great question, Patrick. As much as I can't stand seeing what Schiff is doing with the president, and I can't stand it because President Trump is doing great things for our country, and this is just preventing him from continuing to do great things. This has been helping my campaign, because I hear from viewers of One American News and from people all around the country who are sending donations to my campaign, and they send me messages with these donations to ericearly.com, and people are pissed off. We're getting pissed off out there. You know, the 62 million of us who voted for President Trump, we're done with what we're seeing here. We lived through this Russia thing. Now we have to live through this. They're trying to steal our vote. They're trying to kick out of power a person who we duly elected. And so that anger and that frustration is coming through and actually helping me in my campaign. This like Russia, is going to backfire on Schiff and will only help me.
And I want to put your website up on the screen here. And I want to also see if we've got a video of the president's tweet this morning where he called him a stone cold liar.
Well, he is.
This is your opponent that he's talking about.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on reaching out to the president, getting the president on your side? You know, Kevin McCarthy's over here. He's you know, he's right there with the president a lot in the White House. What are your thoughts on, you know, the president talks about your opponent a lot? That's
in the works, Patrick. You know, I've been endorsed by the California Republican Party and the LA County Republican Party. I'm the official candidate to go after this guy Schiff, and the communications are in the works with the White House.
And how are you getting people involved? They can go to your website, as you said.
It's a great thing, because when you make a donation of any size, and I'm getting them from around the country, you have the ability to put a little note on there as well and tell me your thoughts. And I read all of these notes, and it inspires me, and it gives me strength to carry on this fight. We have an uphill battle, but this can be won. And the one way we can get this guy Schiff out is just to vote him out of office. And I'm taking the fight to him, and so all of your support is truly appreciated.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.